the bottom. People call you the underdog. They think you're the underdog, but you're at the bottom. But we going straight to the top.
Straight to the top.
Today, we kings.
I'm a king, sometimes I feel like I'm petty. In the pits, living my dream. I don't think that they ready. Yeah. Area 51 podcast right here. You already know what we do. We're gonna talk about a little bit of racing, and we're gonna talk about pacing back and forth. We're trying to figure out who gonna win and who gonna come at the bottom. Let's go. This is Cap Houston right here. Bobby, what you got for me?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Bobby. How's everybody doing tonight? We got Rob and we got Dave. How you guys doing?
Doing well, Bobby. How about you?
Doing
and
good.
Dave?
I'm doing good. Just surviving this Carolina heat. It's killing me.
Absolutely. It's a bit warm here in Ohio also. This is episode number 27 of the Area 51 Racing Podcast. I am your host, Bobby. Tonight we have a special guest and a repeat guest, Woody from Booze Pops. He will be joining us shortly. So to start off the show, we usually start with the guests. Tonight we are going to talk about our fan zone for Pocono. So as many of you know, Rob and I will be there at Pocono. Dave unfortunately cannot make it, which we were hoping that he would surprise us and just pop in, but he said he can't. So we're gonna miss you, Dave. Anna is working hard, and I mean hard, on getting us 250 stickers made up for the podcast. She has been working day and night trying to get these done before Pocono. Rob and I will have, as long as everything goes smooth, we will have them in our possession next Monday. So they are $8 a piece. And like I said, we will have some at Pocono. And if anybody's interested, we're going to be doing what we're calling a fan zone in the infield. Rob, do you want to enlighten everybody like what you're thinking? Do we want to do it by Jeremy's Hall, or do we want to do it just in the infield? Like, what do you think?
Well, I don't think we can do it by Jeremy's Holler because that would be in the pit area, so you'd have to have the credentials to get to that area. I would say we would probably have to pick a spot somewhere that everybody could go to, sort of like what Bob Crass does with his tweet up before the race. We can do that, meet up and maybe do some live video or do something like that along those lines. Meet everybody that we haven't been able to meet before. I know there's a handful of our viewers and stuff that are coming to the race as well. So looking forward to meeting them in person.
See, what I think would be a great idea is if we put Bobby's Live 360 on there and just play a game of Where's Bobby, and maybe put a fancy hat on him, and if you can catch up with him.
Yeah, you got a better chance of catching me because I walk slow with a cane than you do with Bobby. I talk to him all the time when he's out on his walks, and the dude I call him the Energizer Bunny because he walks so freaking fast and he's always on the move. So, but yeah, definitely that would be a good one, Dave. I think that if you can find or catch Bobby, you win some type of a prize.
If you, I'll make it like this. So if you can catch me and say hey to Rob and I, we will have Dave send you a side skirt. How about that? And I'll just let you know, Dave, who it is.
Okay.
We have plenty of them, so why not? So
that we do.
That, and we could. I'm sure we'll get some hero cards.
Yeah.
Autographed by Jeremy that we could use for a giveaway too. So But you know, until we actually get there, I've never been there before.
I have never either.
Yeah,
I've only been there
so
just to go up to the track
yeah,
and
so
see where it says Pocono Mountains and the waterfall and all that, and then you go into the tunnel, and that's as far as I've been. So, other than that, I'm super excited about this opportunity. I can't believe it's next week. Talking about next week, we have 3 special guests, and they're returning. The most popular episode, or second most popular episode now since Mark Martin. We got Mark, and Ryan coming back on. You guys won't
our
wanna
very
miss that
first
show.
guest.
Yeah, our very first episode 1.
Yeah.
Dave wasn't even in there yet.
No.
So I'm gonna message Woody and see if he's ready.
Dave was probably at the Racing Warehouse, standing in line, checking out, buying some sheet metal or something. I bet.
Yeah. Speaking of that, there might be a new piece behind me when you guys get back from Pocono. I was able to find something pretty cool. So
Door panel?
the Kyle Busch might move, and there might be something else huge hanging behind me.
What'd you do? Get a door panel?
No,
Jeremy?
not he also does not stand still, so he's just not going to stand behind me. Nope. The fine folks at TRW had scored the Daytona hood, so I'm gonna have that on the wall behind me.
That's awesome.
Heck yeah. All right, so we got Woody in the chat, and I'm gonna say it now. If you have not had one of these, absolutely freaking fantastic. I love this. Woody, you got a great product, my sir.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. How's everyone doing?
Doing good, Woody. How about you?
Good, just working, man. Summertime. So it's go time. I mean, we sail through the winter, it's the only popsicle to warm you up. But we stay busy. So I've been out in the water a lot here lately. Scoping the waters because we got the Booze Pop boat now. And we're coming out strong with it. So
Well, that was my first question. How's the Booze Pop boat going, and is it a big success?
Oh yeah, well, we're hitting up sandbars and stuff like that, bachelorette parties. We went out one time, we've had tons of calls for parties, and it's going good. So we're just making sure we got the waters down pat. So it's since with the new release of the products, our products have been the top sellers. So it's been pretty amazing.
That's awesome. I honestly can't wait. I've been following you, seeing next time we're going to be over at either Lake Wiley or Lake Norman. Meet you guys up there.
Heck yeah. So I'm glad he enjoys them, and everybody. We've had great feedback on it. Our liquor brand and our tropical wine, and so I want to say the Blue Ice has been our top seller. It tastes like the icy from your childhood, but just with a little bit of vodka. And the second one would be the pineapple coconut on the tropical wine. It's been pretty amazing.
Now, just a surprise. I was gonna save this for the end, but Rob and I are gonna be at Pocono, as you've heard. We are going to do a commercial for you.
Nice, man. Heck yeah, that's awesome.
I don't know how it's gonna go, because if I get too many of these, we're gonna have an issue.
just rock out with your pops out, man. That's all you can do.
That may be the commercial. Oh man,
that'd be great. So
we'll come up with something ingenious.
I appreciate that. I'm gonna take it as far as I can go. I can see all the good that I can do with it, so that's important.
So,
and we want to continue growing and expansion, and it's difficult state by state, and every state's different, so you gotta conform to what they're doing. So right now, we're trying to put them all over South Carolina, which we've succeeded, and we're ready to step out and start hitting some more states probably around next year.
So that
So
was
yeah,
one
we're
of the
excited.
things. Oh, I was just
We're
going to ask
excited
you,
about
Woody. I
the
was going to
race
say,
with Jeremy coming up. So yeah, if y'all can make it there, please do.
Now, for
That's the
everybody that's watching, it's in the South Carolina area. Where you guys gonna be at for the 4th of July in South Carolina?
4th of July, we're gonna be everywhere. We're going downtown Charleston, Myrtle Beach, Columbia. I have to check see what their events and schedules are. We got a few events here. We got 4 trucks downtown, one at Folly Beach, one at Shem Creek, and then neighborhoods, of course. So we're rocking and rolling. But the best thing to do is message us. Like you got Booze Pops Cola in Columbia, South Carolina. Then you got Booze Pops Charleston, and then Booze Pops Myrtle Beach, and then we had Booze Pops SCRA for Augusta, Northern Augusta. So it's been interesting, man. It's just the first race I went to is unforgettable, and I'm addicted to going. And every race that we're gonna have, like in Darlington, we're gonna have a truck there. We got one in Charlotte Motor Speedway as well, a Boots truck. And so if you guys can make it down, definitely make it down for Darlington, so we can treat you guys to a good time, man, and make some fun moves and stuff. So it's gonna be awesome.
I know this year I'm not going to be able to, but definitely thinking about Darlington or Charlotte next year.
Yeah, definitely. Just let me know, and I'll point you in the right direction. The ladies that run, they set up and sell inside NASCAR. We were straight to deal with. They're some of the best people you ever meet. So I love them to death. Cindy and Colleen, amazing people.
So I was going to
So-
ask you, Woody. I know the last time we talked, you said that you had the truck at Charlotte and then also at Darlington. How did the sales go at the race? I'm assuming they're a huge hit.
Oh, they are, but it's not free. You got to pay to play anywhere you go, and NASCAR wants this cut. And so it's even if I broke even, it's worth it just to be there. Even if we broke even, it's completely worth it for the marketing just to be there. So anything above that is good to go with me.
Yeah, I mean, it would get you that exposure gets you more business, and people have them at the track. Then they're going to start looking for them locally, or it's going
Exactly.
to spread by word of mouth. So in the long run,
Yeah.
you come out ahead.
100%, 100%. It's worth it, and just to be in the NASCAR world is just amazing, and something I didn't think I would ever be a part of with an ice cream truck, aka Booze Pop truck. So it's
Now, do you
been a while.
guys
It's a
have
wild
the
adventure.
do you guys have the loudspeaker doing the jingle?
Now we play Mario Brothers, man, through the neighborhood. Just don't tell Nintendo. Like it was like during the pandemic, I was like, it just can't. I was like, I got to do something different than everybody else. I got to be different. And I just woke up one morning and I was like, Mario, and that's what it was, bro. And I put it in, and people loved it. And so we could say, Miss Jones, when we're coming through your neighborhood in about 15 minutes, just open your door, listen for Mario Brothers. We'll be there shortly. So, but I couldn't imagine what somebody thought during the pandemic who didn't know what we were. As the pandemic's going on, they're stressed out of their mind, and some blue giant truck shows up playing Mario Brothers, selling the booze pops. Like, well, I couldn't imagine what was going through their mind looking through the blinds. And but it did, like when we came through neighborhoods during the pandemic, it was like Zombieland. Everybody just came, booze pops. I'm like, calm down, Miss Jones. And it was think about it was everybody was at the end of the driveway just hanging out and socializing because everybody was scared and nervous at that time. But they felt good because no bars were open or anything. I was able to get us classified as essential personnel because we have kids ice cream food. And I might have to argue with the city a little bit, but we finally got their approval. And so I put essential personnel on every single truck, and we went to 6-day operation. So that was a wild experience. But the neighborhoods are my favorite part of it because you get to develop those relationships with a lot of really good people out there. So it's different. It's a different experience.
So last time you were on, we talked about boost pops going worldwide, like on airplanes. So was there any progress with that, or is that still a work in progress?
I'm quick, but not that quick.
So there's no
So-
boost pop airlines yet, or
No, not yet. So
Not
hopefully,
yet.
Come on, Bobby, paint this man up an airplane so we can get
I
him
need.
up in the
Hey, I
sky.
just need. I need. That's a good idea. Selling them on the airplane, though.
That is
Yeah.
a very good idea. I guarantee you that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Delta Airlines, American. You know what? You know what would be the best one? Because this one has
JetBlue
no
Ice.
no, it doesn't have no TVs or nothing. Allegiant.
I'm looking at the cruise lines right now. So
There you go. Can't go wrong with that.
yeah,
that's
that
what we're
too.
But
All right,
yeah, well,
so-
and but my real focus though is just growing the trucks and the business itself, putting veterans, with franchise businesses and making money, and so if anything goes down in the future, that we got a lot of veterans with a lot of trucks that I used to work on overseas, the MRAPs, so we could always convert if necessary. Yeah.
If you hear Mario Brothers, your ass is in trouble.
We still gonna play it. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. So, but no, man, it's been going great. I mean, the beach, and it's a job that you get to make everyone happy. All you see is happiness, because instead of looking at people and the bad stuff, I mean, you really get to see. I see the party inside you now, instead of all the bad stuff, and that's, I think, some of the best parts of humanity. So it's been I love it, man. I'm happy as could be. I can't lie. So.
Yeah, we can definitely tell just the way you speak about it, and the look on your face, the pride that goes behind it, which is
100%.
absolutely awesome.
Yeah,
So
they
I'm
say if you want to succeed as much as you want to breathe, then you will.
So I've been
That's a good
asked by
saying.
I've been asked by a lot of people, what is the ETA supposedly of when people can order them on your website?
Yeah, we're working with FedEx right now to get that accomplished, and it's not easy shipping alcohol across state lines. A lot of rules and make sure you do everything correctly. So we're working on that as we speak. So everybody, I'll post as soon as we can, and I'll be blasting it everywhere.
I already guarantee you I'm gonna be ordering quite a bit. Taking
I
it to
got
the
you.
lake, taking it here, there.
That's right.
Let's-
That's right.
Let's get the party pumping.
Hey, Bobby, I don't know if you have access to them, but just even the packaging is absolutely awesome. Do you
Oh.
have one of the buses that you can
Yeah,
grab?
give me 1 second and I'll go get it.
Right. Bobby opened his freezer the other day for the Pocono stash, and I got to see the packaging, and that's almost as cool as having one in your hand.
Hey,
with
thanks,
the
man.
multi-pack. I mean
I
that.
came, yeah, oh yeah, I came with that because originally I got the ideas when I was kind of disputing with the South Carolina state government. I came up with the ideas because I was like, I want everybody to be able to get their own Booze Pops truck now. I'm like,
Right.
you're gonna be able to take it away, no matter how hard you try.
Yeah.
So
Alright,
that's kind
guys.
of where it came from. And animal crackers.
Here's your Booze Pop trucks.
Yeah, that's genius. I mean, awesome marketing right there.
Here you go. I don't know if everybody can see it, but these are the Boost Pops boxes that they came in. Flavors on the back.
And if you put them up to your ear and listen real close, you'll hear the Mario song.
Yeah, I mean, these packages are absolutely awesome.
Yeah, we did
yeah.
the tiki style Booze Pop truck for the tropical wine, and then the original Booze Pop truck for like all the spirit flavors.
yeah, I can't wait till I can walk into a store either North Carolina or South Carolina and pick one of those bad boys up from the freezer department.
Heck yeah. Well, see, the way I kind of designed it too is about 80% of our business is female. And so I wanted to start hitting the men a little bit more. So I got the Jack and Coke in there. And then it tastes like a Jack and Coke. It's whiskey and cola. And then we have the honey lemon whiskey with the taste of the honeysuckle. And the reason I did that is because I feel like a lot of the wives do shopping a lot, and they'll grab something because it's cute, and they get it home to the man, and he'll taste the whiskey was like, hey baby, get that one. And once he says that one time, it's on the grocery list forever.
Mhm.
So that's the way I'm looking at it. So, but the women love it too. I mean, everyone loves it. All the whiskey, the vodka Red Bull type flavors. It's a vodka lightning is what it's called. It could be, just energy drinks flavor. So there's a
Yeah,
bunch
Bobby
of
was mowing on one of the, I forget which one. Him and Adrian were
Yeah,
chewing on
Adrian
the
wanted
other
to
day.
try one, so Adrian got the peach and orange juice one. And then I got the whiskey, or no, I got the honey one you were just talking about.
oh,
Adrian got like maybe down to like here, and she's like, "All right, I'm done." I ended up having the rest of hers and all of mine, and I was like, "Whoa,
And then talking to me for the rest of the afternoon.
yeah." He's like, you need to calm down."
Go sit down on the front porch and holler at people to get off your yard.
yeah. Usually when I get hammered, man, I'll sell them a kid's ice cream. Like, here, this will get you right.
Right.
So
Uh, but yeah,
Oh,
man,
man.
it's just
Any-
it's fun following
I'm
everything on
excited for you
social
guys,
media.
man. Being in Poconos, I know you guys are gonna have a blast.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
sponsored a car one year at Poconos, but I couldn't make it up because I was working and I couldn't break away. And so I had to watch Booze Paws race car on TV instead of being there. And it was Poconos, and I've heard so many good things about it, and it's just like should have found a better way. So I gotta make it up there sometime.
You drive one of those your trucks up there, like one of your MRAP boost pop trucks.
I have to look at the rules and regulations, but anything's possible because we drove to Hollywood, California, and I had people pulling us over on the interstate, like we want booze pops, we want what you got. And I was like, we don't have any menus out, man. What do you want? They're like, I don't know, just take my money. And so we had to-
Not a
Hey,
problem. Here you go.
one girl's in pajamas. I was like, what's going on with Alabama?
That just is Alabama.
Yeah.
Any update on the sponsorship of Jeremy's car? For at
No, I mean we're
Darlington?
gonna be there. Yeah, we're gonna be there, at Darlington. It's the veterans race going on, so we're always love to be a part of that. I'm hoping to get to hang out because at nighttime, they set up the uh stage and people are staying there in the middle of the track all night, so it turns into one giant party. And usually I'm leaving right after the race to head back, but this time I'm gonna stay the night or two there in Darlington, probably in the middle of the track. Have a blast, enjoy it.
Awesome.
So we're excited.
And probably sell a lot of booze pops.
Oh yeah. We hooked the team up, take care of everybody and but we do. Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
That's awesome. So since the last time we talked to you, and I can't remember the exact catchphrase that you used, it was something about have you never seen a person with a popsicle not have a smile on their face or something like that?
Yeah, just nobody's ever pissed off eating a popsicle.
That's it.
Yeah. You can't do it, man. You can't be upset and be mad while you're eating a popsicle. It just doesn't work.
So did you take our advice and make any merch yet?
I have not. It's it's hot season right now. It's 4th of July on Thursday, so it's nonstop. Go.
So
But I will have some merch pretty soon.
We
All right.
we have a friend named Anna. She does all of our t-shirts and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
You should get a hold of her and see if she can make you the slogan on your shirts with the Booze Pop logo on the front or back.
All right, we got a few slogans we can choose from. You know, rocking out with our pops out. You know, please suck responsibly. Then we got bringing communities together one booze pop at a time, and the only popsicle that can warm you up. So there's a few there to choose from, and I'm sure there's more. But yeah, I love them all. I love them all. I mean, I love my job. I get to say, hand out popsicles all day at the quarter. Never thought I'd be doing that. So
I have one for you, but I'm not gonna say it on the air, and I'll tell you after the fact so we don't get in trouble.
gotcha.
Let's not do that one, Bobby.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm gonna
Hey,
call.
we
him
might
and
be
tell him
coming out
later.
with some. I'm working on some booze pop Jello shots too. So hopefully we
Oh,
can get
nice.
that rolling.
Heck
Oh
yeah.
boy.
That'll be good.
That way
Yeah,
you can show.
Jello warms you up too.
Yeah, or I guess
That way
you
you
could.
can
You
show
could.
off
You
your-
could. I guess on those you would have to say slurp responsibly. I don't know.
Slurp responsible. Yeah. There you
Yeah,
go.
plus, that'll teach, show the women, just a little something about their man if they get a Jello shot.
It's kind of a thin line right there. I don't know. Uh,
So, Woody, a lot of people are asking, how do you get a hold of you on social media? I'll let you kind of tell us all about your social media.
you can just type booze pops into Google and hit call. It'll call my cell phone. Yeah, and
Just
then
that easy.
yeah, just that easy. And trust me, I get a lot of crazy stuff off of that, but I probably got about 7,000 people blocked. So I'm just gonna weed them out, man. But just keep blocking them all the telemarketers and all the good jazz. Stop block them all.
Oh man.
So that or our Facebook, you can go to @BoozePops21 or just type Booze Pops into Facebook. You can find us pretty easy, and Instagram @BoozePop with no S on it, like one individual Booze Pop at @BoozePop21 or just @BoozePop on Instagram, and the same on TikTok as well. We got some good videos on the TikTok of Jeremy on there. Matter of fact, Jeremy. When our first race is when I think he created his TikTok. Was our first race. He's like, all right, I'm gonna go do this damn thing, and he went and created it. So it was great, and he put our engine on there. There's some cool stuff. But
Well,
we're
yeah,
looking
Courtney,
forward
his
to it.
wife, should know how to do the TikTok stuff. She's
She's amazing. She's a guru. 100%.
oh, absolutely. She's got that figured out and down pat and does an awesome job with that.
Absolutely. Yeah. She's very nice and polite, and every time I see her, she's very classy. And I'm glad they just had their next child together. That was beautiful.
Yep. Maybe that's
So-
another thing you could do for babies, but no alcohol, obviously. But you can make little teething rings, Booze Pop teething rings for
Oh, yeah.
babies.
I don't know, man. Somewhere I don't want to promote it with the children. I mean, it's fine because it's ice
Yeah.
cream, and we're family friendly, but at the same time, it just don't feel right with kids running around saying Booze Pop sometimes.
Well,
I love
that's
it.
true.
Well, they say Booze Pop's truck coming. They run out and they know what they want, and the parent usually gets confused. Or little Jimmy says, "Hey, mom, make sure you get your orange berry mimosa, and I'll get my SpongeBob." And I guess mommy gets happy at that time. So he gets an ice cream probably when he normally wouldn't because mom comes out to grab one.
Yeah.
It's the kids love it, but all the kid flavors from everything from SpongeBob to ice cream sandwiches, screwballs, all the old school stuff you see on the truck. So we got all that.
So you ever
Now-
have a kid run out of the house and say, "Hey, my dad said he needs 3 of them. Can I get them for him?" And bring him in because he's watching the game or whatever?
We ID 100% regardless of age. And when they're
Yeah.
85 years old and we're like, do that, and then you're like, I know it's fake, you get a bigger
Yeah.
tip. So it's beneficial. And business. Some of these agencies, guy that's 17 looks like he's 35 with a full beard. And so that's just a rule of thumb for us is ID 100%.
Absolutely.
Very
Yeah,
important.
as you
It's not-
should.
it's not-
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ruin my happiness. This is a great thing. So I've been enjoying life, working, and building something for the next generation.
Now, one thing that I did find cool is, you do all the veteran stuff and, it's made in America. Actually, I looked at, Bobby was showing me the boxes, made in the great state of Ohio, which I found kind of weird. I thought, all right, Boost Pop's made in Toledo. So, all right, well, but
Yeah, well, listen, it took me 8 years to get to the first was our 8-year anniversary. We've been open 8 years, so almost a decade.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're
And
welcome.
almost a decade. So, and we've seen a lot of businesses come and go, and it's just amazing to make it that far and much further, which we're going to go. And growing this business into a beautiful thing. So, I forgot what we were talking about. I just lost track.
oh, just being made in America and then veteran.
Oh yeah, Ohio. Going back to Ohio.
Yeah, going back to Ohio.
Yes. I found the best manufacturer probably in the world, and you can't manufacture your own and retail them as well. You got to follow the tier system on the federal side. And so with that, this guy is a good friend of mine. He's been with me since the beginning, supporting each other. And he would fly to Italy to find the best machines in the world that can handle these. Nobody really has experience in this field. And so that's who I had to. He opened his warehouse there in Ohio. He was in Vegas. And so I worked with him and we come up with these amazing flavors and production, and here we are. But it took me about 8 years to get to this point and design these flavors, and that's why they're so good. Is because I have experience, this much experience in the field that a lot of people don't have. The popsicle world, alcohol popsicle world. It's a different animal, but it's great.
Like a fine wine, it just takes time.
It does. It did. And trust me, I fought hard to get to that point.
That's the best damn popsicle I've ever had. That's for
I
sure.
appreciate it. I appreciate it. And all the customers are just like, oh my God, we love them. These are amazing. And it's just flattery after flattery after flattery. So I love it. It feels like somebody's just like complimenting your art. And it's just, yeah, it's a great feeling. So I love it that you love it. 100%.
So Woody, one of our viewers came up with another possible slogan for you, or a little catchphrase. The pop that makes you lose your top.
All right. Oh, snap. No, remember, family friendly.
That's
no, I'm just kidding. We can put that one in.
PG-13.
Right.
It's about that, right? Yeah. Your hat top. Yeah. Like, but Boost Pops loves everybody.
Yeah, it's a genius thing that you came up with. It's awesome that you're helping fellow veterans such as yourself to meaningful work and giving back. And if I remember right, you do give back to some organizations in the community through your Boost Pop at a time program, right?
Oh yeah, we do all kinds of charities and donate money. I just want to make sure they're legit. For example, I don't want 10 cents of the dollar going to the person. I've dealt with a company recently, the Tri-County Veteran Association out of North Charlotte. As I was conversating with them, they were putting a female into a hotel. Legit, real people that are really helping people, not everybody making money except for the person that really needs it. And that's kind of what I look for and help out. I mean, we've done a lot of stuff, and going to continue to do good stuff in the world. That's our focus, my focus.
I mean, that truthfully should be everybody's focus.
True. It is, man. It's a much happier life.
Absolutely. So you've been so busy. Have you been to any races at all this year yet, or is Darlington going to be your first one?
Darlington's going to be my first one I've made it to. I mean, I watched them, but I can't make it. It's just, my vacation months are wintertime. A lot of times it'll slow down enough for me to get a week off or 2 weeks off and try to go somewhere warm and enjoy myself because I missed all the warmth here. Just focusing on work. So,
yeah. I mean, I guess NASCAR has gone into using wet weather tires. I mean, they could always throw on some snow tires and do a race somewhere in the north here in the wintertime.
I like that idea.
I mean, the way they're going, that may be a future possibility.
Oh, they already run like 10 months out of the year. It really no difference.
Yeah.
Put some Blizzaks on there and call it a day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So now I was happy last time. The last race in Charlotte, my girlfriend, her son got to meet his hero at there. We got in there for Jeremy helped get us in, and Joe Logano's his favorite hands down person. He got this kid wakes up watching NASCAR, goes to sleep talking about NASCAR. Kids, he has cars everywhere. I've never seen anything like it out of a 6-year-old. But he got to meet his hero that day, and he'll never forget it for the rest of his life. Thanks to Jeremy Clements. So I'm a huge supporter of Jeremy Clements. He's a really good, wholesome guy, and him and his wife are just amazing people. So I'm lucky to be associated with them and be on here with you guys. So.
Well, we're glad you're on with us as well, and helping us out. Supporting us as well. I bet you said it was your son, right? 6-year-old son that's a Logano fan?
No, it's my girlfriend's son.
Oh, girlfriend's son. I'm sorry.
Yeah, his name's Wes. Great kid.
I bet you he's really happy because Joey won this last week.
Oh yeah. We were standing there. I think he was in the 14th place. And he's like, Joey Logano is gonna get number one. His mom had doubts, but he didn't. And we were really freaked out by that.
Yeah.
So, but it happened right when he said it. Like that, we were sitting there watching it, so it was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy because all those cars were all on vapors. I mean, that were in the lead there because they had all pitted so far back into the race, and then it kept going to I don't know how many overtimes it was. It was like 10 overtimes.
It was crazy race.
Yeah.
I honestly was on the phone with Rob, and I'm actually no kidding. I was chewing my booze pop, and I almost spit it out because all I see is Tyler Reddick go ripping the outside, and I'm like, holy crap, he's coming out like a freaking rocket. Next thing you know, he gets up to Joey, and it's like he stalled, and I went, come on, go. Like, you just thought he was going to make that run on the outside and just blow by Logano, but he never did.
Yeah, it was, you can tell those cars with the aero, the way they get, lose their momentum or whatever coming up behind them. Or it's, I don't know, it's goofy.
It was just wreck after wreck. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, so...
But I appreciate talking to you guys, and I really do. So I want you guys to do really well, and I wish the best for all of you.
Greatly appreciate it, and Woody, we appreciate everything you do also.
Hey, thank you, man. It's a beautiful relationship, man. I love NASCAR, so I'm here to say.
And we hopefully will be able to meet up with you Charlotte, Darlington, one of those two races next year.
Absolutely.
So we can do like a in-person commercial with you.
Absolutely.
That's right. Hey, we'll come up with some good stuff, I'm sure.
We're gonna be in the truck.
That'll work. You know, Jeremy Clemens got in the truck and handed a popsicle out the window one time.
Oh heck yeah.
Oh, sweet.
So he,
Yeah, that would definitely make a fan's day.
Absolutely.
Yes, it would.
Woody,
That
we
it
know
would.
you're extremely busy. We don't want to hold you up, sir. So I want to thank you for coming on tonight. And like I said, have fun in Darlington coming up. We will send you the video from Pocono next week.
Perfect.
And we'll let you know what everybody thinks of the Booze Pops.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate that, man. It means a lot. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Good to see you all.
Good to see
Have
you
a good
too.
4th
you,
of July,
Woody.
Woody. Take care.
Happy
Thank you,
4th of
sir.
July.
Happy
Yes,
4th
sir.
of July.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
So guys, I have to do this. I forgot to do it when we first started. I'd like to give a very special shout out to my little sister Brittany. Today is her birthday. So happy birthday, Brittany. Hope you have a great day.
Happy birthday to you.
That ain't
I
happening.
thought I was gonna get a sing along. That
That ain't happening.
come on.
But
We'd like shut down the internet.
yeah, I think so. Anyways, I wanted to give her a happy birthday. I wasn't able to make it out there tonight, so happy birthday. Hope you have a great day. And now we go back to segment 2, which is brought to you by Spartan Waste. So segment 2, Rob, I think after talking with you and Dave, I think we should maybe try to meet up at the Richard Petty hat. Or close
Okay.
to it. That might be an idea. Maybe the infield. I don't know.
We'll have to scope it out. I mean,
Yeah, we'll scope it out and let everybody know. So stay tuned. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And who knows? Maybe if you can find Rob or I, you get a prize.
you know, yeah.
So,
you get the prize. Yeah, the prize is you get to spend some time with us.
oh my God, Jess says whoever falls asleep first has to slurp the most booze pop.
Oh boy. I see where this is going.
Yeah, this is.
I'm glad I
why,
don't I don't drink, so
So, segment 3. This is gonna be a shorter episode tonight, guys. Segment 3, Xfinity recap from New Hampshire Motor Speedway and Nashville Super Speedway, brought to you by Action RV. Rob, I have to make a phone call real quick, so
okay.
I will let you take this. You and Dave take this over, and I will be back momentarily.
Yeah, Dave and I will do I'll do the race recap, and Dave can do story time with Dave. And
Well, I should be back before you finish segment
Okay.
3. It's story time with Dave. You just look at the back of the picture that he has, and you'll see the booze pop rear fender and the new die cast and Kevin Whitaker contingency panel over there. But I want to talk about next week, and I want to talk about the stickers a little bit and whatnot. We might actually have another special guest. I'm trying to make it happen. That's what I'm going to make the phone call about. So
okay.
I will be right back.
All right. So basically, since storms ruined our week last week, we're gonna do the New Hampshire race recap for Jeremy Clements Racing in the Xfinity Series, brought to you by Action RV. The practice and qualifying were rained out. They set the the field based on the metric rules. And Jeremy started I believe it was I can't remember now.
If I remember right, it was P16.
P16, yeah, that's right. Yeah. So he started P16 and they had to start out on the wet tires on lap 12. They they did a competition caution, all the cars were put on the slicks and went back out. So basically same thing as the same story as the previous weeks with Jeremy's car. Is loose and tight, center loose off. So into stage 1, he ended up finishing P12, but was having issues like I was saying with steering. It was loose, and then was having issues in the center, rotating the car. Stage 2, they ended up starting P31, and same thing. He was running fast laps, however, his car was still loose, and the front end of the car wasn't turning right. He ended up finishing stage 2 in P23. And then he restarted stage 3 in P23. They told Jeremy to save fuel every chance he can get because they couldn't make it to the end of the stage. On lap 102, he was P25. They coming in for fuel. They came in for fuel and tried to top it off to make it go to the end of the race. Restarted P27. And then on lap 150, they did a green flag pit stop. The car was super tight in the center. Jeremy had to back up in the pit box because he was too far forward. And he ended up going back on the track P33. And he ended up being 2 laps down because some cars hadn't pitted yet. There was a caution on lap 169. He got one of his laps back. And at that time, he said he lost all front turn, something wrong with the right front. He's still loose off the corner. The center is better. They took the wave around, and after that, then they're going to need to pit soon for tires and fuel and adjustments. They were hoping for a yellow. They restarted P24 after another car, I should say. There was another caution. They ended up taking the wave around. They restarted P24 back on the lead lap. And they had to come in to put a lug nut on and put fuel in the car. Ultimately, he finished P23. Well, wait a second. I'm sorry. I got my notes mixed up here. He ended up finishing P22. His car just wasn't handling great the whole race. He again was frustrated on the radio. And long story short, I don't know if it's like we talked about, chassis issue, setup issue. The sim is not relating to the track. I don't know what it is, but or just bad luck in general. But either way, you could tell Jeremy's becoming frustrated, and so is Mark, his crew chief. The winner of that race was Christopher Bell in the number 20 Joe Gibbs Racing car. It was his 4th straight Xfinity start at New Hampshire and 4th straight win. And then he ultimately ended up winning the Cup race as well, so he swept the weekend. Going to this past weekend's race at Nashville, extremely hot temperatures. They showed in one of the cars, I think it was AJ Allmendinger's car, it was between 128 and 130 degrees. It was just crazy. And
Yeah.
a lot of those guys during the race, they had those cool suits. Some of their cool suits were malfunctioning. They weren't working, so they're pumping hot water in, and it wasn't good. I mean,
Yeah, you could almost see the guys after the race, not wanting to do the interviews and
Yeah.
crouching down next to the car, just absolutely miserable. That's
Yeah.
when these guys are athletes. When they're running, say the Xfinity cars are going, 300. The Cup cars are a little bit cooler. I saw on Sunday they were running, and it's still not cool by any stretch of imagination, but right around 106 to 109. And then in the Xfinity cars, I don't know if it's just because of aero dependency that they seal them up so good, but they were roasting, for get it 300 miles. I mean, think about driving your car 300 miles with the windows up, heat on for 300 miles.
And like a wool suit.
Yep. That is nuts.
Yeah. Riley Herbst, for example, the number 98 car,
Yeah.
his cool suit just wasn't working right away at the beginning of the race. And he didn't have the cooling system either, so it would shoot cool air into his helmet. So he was like really not good. And they actually had to, at one point, he had to come in and do an actual pit stop because he wasn't able to drain the hot water out of the cool suit system that was going through his suit the whole time, raising his core body temperature. After the race, he was one of the drivers that they said, or when they interviewed him, he actually said that he lost his vision at one point.
Yeah.
Until they were able to drain that cool suit, and then he was able to try to cool himself down by putting water, ice, whatever, to get his core temperature to come back down. I mean, it's nothing to fool around with. I mean, I've seen, when I was a crew member with a late model team back several years ago, one of our drivers raced his late model in a 108 lap race, and then turned around and raced his super late model in like 180 lap race or whatever. And he ended up, they were talking to him on the radio, the spotter, and he never responded for the last probably 40 laps. And after the race, when we got to him, we had to physically pick him up out of the car, and they put him in an ambulance right away and took him to the hospital. He had heat exhaustion, and they gave him IVs and everything, and got everything, his heart back, and back beating right. And I mean, it's nothing to fool around with. I mean, it's crazy. That the heat, and even like the pit crew guys, Brandon Henry, one of Jeremy's tire changers, he had a post on social media where he even mentioned about how hot it was for them. So, but to get to the Nashville Xfinity race recap for Jeremy Clements Racing, brought to you by Action RV. Jeremy's car was loose in and tight in the center. Qualifying, he qualified P16, same issues, tight, loose in, tight center. He ended up starting the race in P14 as two cars dropped to the rear that were ahead of him. In the first stage, the highest Jeremy got was P11. He still was fighting a loose car in, tight center, loose off. He ended up finishing the stage at P17. Stage 2 restarted P17. The highest he got was P14. Same thing, that the car continued to be loose in, tight center, loose off. He got Jeremy at one point, after they had made an adjustment, he says, "I'm going sideways. What did we do?" Which he radioed to Mark and said, "Hey, what adjustments are you doing?" Mark said we did an air pressure change in 3 tires and 1 turn on the track bar up. And Jeremy said it obviously didn't work. So, and then he also said he was having brake issues. So because he had to keep pumping the brakes to get the brakes to work, which I'm assuming because of the heat, there are other teams that were also reporting that as well. So fortunately they didn't go out. He didn't have a rotor brake or, lose his brakes altogether and crash. So, but he ended up stage 2 P27. He restarted stage 3 P30. The highest he got in stage 3 was, let's see, I think it was he was like P22 if I remember right. And he continued, like I said, battling the handling of the car, and ended up finishing the race P23. So I mean, they fought. He drove his ass off again, with battled the car in those high temperatures. The team did everything they could. Unfortunately, just in this bad stretch of, like we talked about, we don't know. Obviously, none of us are engineers, and none of us are there watching the sim stuff and stuff. And I know I've heard other drivers say sometimes the sim stuff doesn't translate to the track stuff. So I don't know if that's where the disconnect is between the setups, but unfortunately, it seems like and I'm not bashing on Mark at all. I don't want it to sound like that, but it just seems like for some reason the setups have been off. As soon as they unload the car, they're battling an ill-handling car. So, but that's racing. And if you could unload your car perfect every time, then it wouldn't be called racing; it'd be called winning, I guess you could say.
Right.
So,
That reminds me of, when they dropped the, I forget what it was. I want to say it was 2020 when Truex took the pole for the Coke 600 and then led all but like 3 laps, except for the 3 under caution. He was like, yeah, I knew right when we pulled it out of the truck. That doesn't happen all the time.
No, not at any level of racing.
Right.
I mean, if it happens, you're like ecstatic.
Right.
I mean, it's like it's like everything perfect comes together as one. The track conditions, you got the perfect set of tires, you got your geometry in your cars all perfect, and yeah, it's like the stars align. But yeah, and honestly, I am not in any way bashing Mark at all or because like I said, we're not engineers, we're not race crew chiefs, we've never done it. We're just some fans that support the team and are trying to we're hoping that they improve and get better, and support them 100%, no matter if they're doing well or not. I mean, we're still going to back them no matter what.
Right.
So, but that's basically my race recap. I mean, Nashville, like I said, it was just the track is a cement track. Took a lot of rubber. It was a decent race. I mean, you could run several. They were running several different grooves once the rubber got on the track. So, but it was just so damn hot. It was, yeah, it was crazy. But
yeah, if you're ready for story time with Dave, I actually just grabbed a piece of memorabilia that we can kind of translate with the wet tire. I actually have one. So if some of you guys have not seen what a wet tire looks like, this is the wet tire. As you can see, it is absolutely ridiculously wide, but the groove patterns in it are just like a all-weather tire. So it actually dissipates the water out of here and then comes out the side where your normal slick tire would just run absolutely flat on the racetrack. So when they're talking about cooling these tires down, they're talking about cooling the actual compound down. Instead of putting heat in it like on the slick tire, they would actually build heat in it to make it stickier. Where on these tires, they were actually trying to cool them down just to keep them from melting. So if you have a TPMS sensor in your car and you go out and start it up in the morning, it'll read on a normal car anywhere between 30 and 32. But after you've driven it on the highway for say 45, 50 miles, it's going to gain about 2 to 3 pounds in the tire. So, so what they're trying to do is instead of this melting off, they're actually trying to cool it down to get better traction out of it. But that is my what the hell is in Dave's basement moment. And Rob or Bobby, back to you guys.
All right, guys, I am back. Sorry about that. I tried to call Anna and see if she wanted, because she wanted to come on and talk to us about Anamora Designs, but she said that she can't make it today. She's gonna try it again next week. I want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors: Beach Ridge Barbershop, Spartan Waste, Impel Union, Alliance Driveway Solutions, First Pacific Funding, Elite Towing and Recovery, Whitetail Smokeless, Fly Farm Concrete Structures, Runner's Roost, Matman Designs, Action RV, Booze Pops, and Jeremy Clements and Jeremy Clements Racing. I can't thank you guys enough, all of you. This has absolutely been awesome. Like I said, episode 27 is in the books.
Yep. Thank
soon.
you to all of our fans.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna
Yeah,
start
without
thanking
our fans, we'd just be three guys talking about racing on a computer on a Zoom meeting.
Yep, absolutely. And so stickygears.com has our t-shirts available, $15 for those. Anamora Designs has these killer cups, absolutely freaking amazing. Flags, obviously the Area 51 racing stickers vinyl stickers that are coming out. And there's gonna, like I said, we have 250 of them. And once they are gone, we may make another run, we may not. So I was talking to Anna about it and get them while they're hot. We've already sold 75 of them. So I want to give a shout out to everybody that has said they want one. As soon as we get them, we will be shipping them out or handing them to you. Also, the Racing Warehouse and Armadillo Apparel. If you're looking for sheet metal, polos, hats, whatever you're looking for, they have them. Matman Designs made the banners. He's been posting on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. The banners are absolutely fan-freaking-tastic.
Yeah, the Alliance one for Chicago is amazing.
Absolutely. But I'm sorry to cut everybody short tonight with a short episode, but we want to thank you for tuning in. Next week, June 25th, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, we will have, like I said, Mark Nelson, Mark Mullen, the owners of Spartan Waste, and then Ryan Delaney, owner of Fox Sports Spartanburg, both partners of JCR. Remember to tune in to YouTube, Podbean, Instagram, Facebook, X, Twitter, whatever you call it now. I drew a blank because I was like, well, it's not Twitter no more. X gonna give it to you. But, yeah, I just, like I said, I want to thank our sponsors one last time. Beach Ridge Barbershop, Spartan Waste, Impel Union, Alliance Driveway Solutions, First Pacific Funding, Elite Towing and Recovery, Whitetail Smokeless, Fly Farm Concrete Structures, Runner's Roost, Matman Designs, Action RV, Booze Pops, Jeremy Clements, and Jeremy Clements Racing. Thank you guys, and y'all have a good night, and we will see you next week.
All right. Y'all have a great night.
See y'all.
Buddy.